all need other people that are doing a similar thing, or at least doing a thing that we wish we were doing. That it gives us, and it might not be for them, it might not be playing the drums, it might be painting, it might be something else, but it's like, oh, that guy has that feeling about drums the way I have this feeling about playing guitar, or I have this feeling about drawing pictures, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
It's like you need to know that this feeling that you have inside of you and wanting to do something special is not unique. There's other people that have it. You just have to find them. You have to find those people. And if they're not around you, at least now we have this amazing ability to connect with these people through the internet. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's like they say, like you are who you're the closest 5 people that are around you.
Yep.
It's like the same thing.
Completely true. Completely true.
Yeah, I feel that too, and they don't have to be doing exactly what you're doing. Yeah, I'm like, in our old neighborhood were you on Khalifa?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm on Khalifa, you know? I moved my studio. You literally left.
Yeah.
Like COVID hit, you left, and I moved in over there. Right?
Yeah, I know. I heard.
So, I wonder how close we were too.
I think we were real close.
Really?
I think we were right down the street from each other.
So, even just being in that neighborhood, like I run a lot in there, right? And one day I was running. It was so weird. I think I saw your pod, and Jean-Jacques was on it, right?
Jean-Jacques Machado.
Yeah, Jean-Jacques Machado, and then maybe 2 days later, I'm at Blue Bottle grabbing a coffee, and him and all his boys from his gym come up. They're like, "Hey, come train." And I'm like, okay. And then the next day I'm running, and I don't even know where his spot is. And I'm running, and then there's his dojo, like, you know, his gym. And I just walked in and started training. But being around him and, like, his story, like, being around people who have inspiring stories and are motivating and are productive and are hungry and, you know? It's the biggest difference in the world.
Jean-Jacques is an awesome soul. He's an awesome guy.
What a great guy.
Yeah, I started training with him in 1998. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was training a lot, and then was also running a bunch, and I tweaked my leg. And I kind of learned, I think, like, me running all the time, it wasn't the best for jiu-jitsu.
No. You need some strength training for jiu-jitsu.
So now it's a good balance, but...
what do you do for strength training?
It's tricky. I used to just work out. If I was here, I'd find someone, I'd work out with them, or have friends I'd work out with, or trainers back home. But a lot of people see me and they're like, "Bro, let's get you jacked." Well, that's not functional for me.
Not functional for
drums. I need to be fucking fast.
Yes.
And I need to be fluent and so a lot of people I figured out after years and years and years of working out with different people, what's best for me is fast twitch and lots of reps, lots of sprints, quick explosive energy. I love boxing, love jump roping, and then a few days is more like slow strength training, but only followed by, like, I have to finish with something fast, whether it's 10 rounds on the bag or whatever else. Or I remember there was a tour and I was working out with someone, and we hadn't yet figured it out. We work out still together, and we do something called tempo training. So whatever music is on, you're doing it to the tempo. You're doing it for the length of the song. So it's much longer than you would normally do something, and it's much quicker than you normally do something. But that's how I play the drums, and that's gonna help me once I go back to what I do and it's functional for what I do.
I like that.
But when I wasn't doing that and I was just throwing around heavy weights and I was putting on muscle, I got behind a kit, and I remember I hadn't really tested it out, and it was the worst feeling in the world. I was so tight. I was so slow. I didn't look like this, but I felt like this. You know, it was terrible. I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't me. I need to be, you know.
Right.
Like, and my only goal is to be able to think something and do it, execute, stamina-wise, endurance-wise, and skill-wise. So I'm always practicing, and my stamina is always on point. So,
well, drumming is like sprinting with your arms.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just like long-term fast running with your arms.
Yeah, it's like volume punches,
like
right?
all drummers have a similar build. They're
Yeah.
all like wiry and strong and have like crazy endurance with their arms. Like
Yeah.
what you could do with your arms is probably bananas. I bet you could hit a fucking speed bag all day long.
I could do battle ropes. I love speed bags.
Oh, yeah.
I have one at the gym at my
Can
studio.
imagine
And
it's
that's all
all
I
that
use.
fucking.
Yeah, and it's all
Yeah.
tempo. You have to find the rhythm. If the rhythm's not right, you can't keep the bag going. You know, battle ropes. You know,
Oh, yeah.
for 30, 40 minutes.
Have you or a loved one been injured by sticker shock this summer? Are you pouring water all over yourself just to keep cool because the administration's clean energy cuts have made your power bills unaffordable? Have tariffs driven umbrella prices so high that you're forcing your kids to hold a bedsheet over you at the beach?
Little Timmy's arms are getting tired.
Are you secretly living at the office because the war with Iran has made your commute cost more than your paycheck? Don't suffer in silence. Call the law offices of Sticker, Shock, and Associates, or go to our website to learn why this administration's policies are making your summer more expensive.
All right, truck bed, let's review your resume.
You're interviewing your truck bed?
It's been through a lot. Skills hauling mulch, rocks, tools, occasional mystery scrape.
Good thing I took the truck to Redmond's.
That's right, a tough bed liner from Redmond's really gets the job done.
Our spray-on bed liners are designed to protect against scratches and chemicals, keeping your cargo and your truck pristine.
Protect your truck today. Bob Redmond Auto Collision.
Good news, you're hired.
Hold on, I'm gonna change the audio on this.
Okay.
Without stopping.
That's insane.
Yeah. Just
I mean,
find
that's like the
different
perfect
ways.
thing for drumming, I would imagine. It's such a similar motion.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's so different than like the average person that wants to work out. Like I don't get to do
Right.
that, you know,
Right.
even though it's cool or you look cool or you put on a certain amount of muscle, whatever. It's just, I can't do it.
Well, it could get in your way for sure. I mean, I think a drummer wants to be built like a welterweight boxer. You know, you want to be like lean and wiry and just have crazy endurance. And if you just get an intelligent trainer, they understand what you're trying to achieve. They could achieve both goals. Like you can strengthen things so that you don't get injured in jiu-jitsu if you want to do jiu-jitsu, but not overwhelm you with mass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Figured out like there's definitely certain exercises I could do once I start training jiu-jitsu again to make sure my legs are cool.
Well, a lot of like
that was
really elite jiu-jitsu guys are not bulky at all. There's a lot of like really thin guys that are like very, very high level, especially because there's
Yeah.
weight classes. And, you know, what's really important is technique.
You know what's tricky is the hands too, like not crushing my hand and making sure I'm always like gripping properly and not leaving my fingers out or
Oh, yeah. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You've probably heard about BetterHelp before, but maybe you haven't heard from those who have actually used BetterHelp. That feedback can tell you everything you need to know. Go to betterhelp.com/reviews and check out the feedback from hundreds of people saying how much they love this service. It's easy to see why. To get started, all you have to do is answer a few questions. You'll get matched up with a therapist based on
Yeah,
your
we
needs.
can play whenever,
and
man.
If it's not the right fit, you can switch therapists
Just add
at
me.
any
MakeShft.
time. See the reviews, see what stands out, and see if BetterHelp is right for you. Visit betterhelp.com/JRE. That's betterhelp.com/JRE. If you
Yeah.
break a finger, that's fucked.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's always so good about that. It's like
Well, you just have, if you're rolling and stuff, you just have to make sure you're not rolling with anybody that's spastic, anybody that's just like that doesn't have controlled energy. You know,
Yeah.
That's the great thing about rolling with black belts. Like if I'm rolling with a black belt, it's very controlled. Like we both know what we're doing, so everyone's like moving at a very controlled pace. You very rarely get injured. When you get injured is when you're rolling with like some young blue belt who's on steroids, who's fucking jacked out of his mind.
he's trying to choke you out and he's
wants
just
to-
amped.
Yeah, wants to
I'm
choke
gonna
out
fucking
Travis
choke
Barker.
out Travis Barker. Yeah,
Exactly.
Totally. Dude, I've been that. I was at a UFC gym. I forget where I was. I was somewhere on tour. And he's like, okay, let's spar a little bit. We're supposed to be doing light sparring, whatever. Just kickboxing, boxing. And he does a spinning back fist.
Oh,
and I'm like,
Jesus.
oh my gosh. Like, I have a show in 45 minutes, man. Like, chill, you know?
You can't be getting concussed 45 minutes before.
But I
Spinning back
do
fist
love
is
it.
very hard to control, too.
Yeah.
Once you start that rotation and that spin and that arm going around.
I was almost donezo.
Yeah.
My son was there. He's like, oh. I was like, yeah, it probably wasn't. That wasn't good. But yeah, but training is it's so awesome.
It's great for getting rid of aggression too. Like it just cleans your mind up. It makes you relaxed.
For sure. And it humbles you. I think.
Oh yeah.
I feel like everyone should train, or at least do it at some point in their life, because it humbles you. And yeah, I feel like there'll be a lot less like hotheads or testosterone out there. You know what I mean?
100%. Jiu-jitsu people are some of the most laid back and chill people that can kill you that you'll ever meet.
Yeah, totally.
Most of them are like very easygoing, really kind and very relaxed.
And I feel like it's something you can do even as you age.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
Yeah, as long as you're training with good, smart people.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. You got to pick your training partners wisely, because that's what gets you injured is spastics, people that freak out. And, you know, I used to be a spastic. I get it. You know, when I was young, when I was first starting out, I was very aggressive and trying to just force everything. You do everything fast. But then one day you'll train with someone like Jean-Jacques, and Jean-Jacques he never explodes. He's never out of balance. He's never out of position. Everything's just smooth and effortless. And he's talking to you like while he's rolling, Joe Hogan, look out for your arm, Joe Hogan. He's like, he's having
so
fun.
Good.
Yeah. And it's an art. It really is, especially when it's done well, like the way Jean-Jacques can do it. It's like it is an art. It's beautiful to watch. You watch someone with a beautiful guard pass and then nail a triangle, and it's like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah. And I think I'd done it in the past, and it was a lot of fun, and it was almost like chess up here.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel like it was much of a workout. Whereas with him, it's like 2 hours. He's making it like a show. There's no stopping for long periods of time, and we're just dripping sweat.
Mm-hmm.
And I weigh $150, and he's whatever 200, you know.
Yeah.
And he's just it is a workout, and it's just challenging, and you're engaged the whole time, and it just feels good.
And if you watch fights, you really appreciate what's going on, because you've tried to do that, and because a lot of people get very delusional when they watch fights, like,
pissed when they go to the
get
ground.
in there,
Yeah.
I'd fuck these guys up. Like you have this. Most men have a very delusional understanding of or belief in their ability to fight. So doing it gives you like, well, this is fucking really hard. And then you watch people at an elite level. You know, you watch Sugar Sean O'Malley or someone like that, and you're like, oh, fuck, that's hard to do what he just did. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It like gives you a real true appreciation of the amount of effort and the amount of discipline and intensity that this guy's put in over years and years and years to achieve this level where you're watching something spectacular in front of 15,000 people and millions of people on television.
Dude, I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I was with Dom one time, and me and Dom Cruz, he was just like, try to sleep me. And I'm like, okay. And you know how fast he is, and how like I swing and he's over here, you know? It was like, it was so humiliating. But and then he was just grappling me and not letting me move. And he's like, don't ever when you're in a fight be like, do something. This is what it feels like, you know? He was just keeping me there, and I'm like, oh, I have much more respect for just when someone's even just holding someone against the fence, that feels awful. You know?
And it drains you.
It drained me, and then to start a fresh round where I'm trying to sleep him was impossible. It was impossible to begin with, but it was even more impossible, you know?
His footwork is ridiculous.
Dude, so
it's ridiculous. And he really invented a lot of his footwork. Like his footwork is very Dominic Cruz, when he was the champion, when he was a bantamweight champion, had some of the most elusive footwork that anybody had ever seen before. It was so unique and so different, and you couldn't get anybody to emulate it in training, because Dom's system he pretty much developed on his own. And there's a lot of videos of him training it, a lot of videos of him moving, and it's so unusual that you see guys in front of him and they're just mesmerized, because it's step here, step there, pop, step here, kick, step here, elbow, and you're like, fuck, where is he?
Yeah.
You know, and that was such a smart, because he's such an intelligent guy, which is why he's such a great, like, MMA analyst.
Yeah, he's so good.
So smart. And he just really figured out, like, okay, I don't have the most power. I'm not the strongest guy. I'm not the biggest guy. What can I have? What can I develop that gives me an advantage over everybody? Well, I can be like the most elusive, the most slick moving guy that's ever existed.
And I feel like a lot of people in his division adopted it from him.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
Figured it out, you know?
Well, they had to adapt.
Yeah.
You know, when that guy's, you know, dominating people and you can't do anything about it. I mean, he humiliated a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, he was in front of them, and they developed this style that was fine if someone's standing right in front of you and engaging with you. Like, right in front of you and there to be hit and taking a shot and then giving one back. Don was doing none of that. He was like, whoop, here, I'm over here, boop. He was like, you know, very much like Lomachenko did in boxing. Just doing weird shit that people hadn't seen before. And really kind of, again, developed it on his own. If you look at, like, the camp that he came out of in San Diego, there wasn't other guys doing it like that. It was really just him.
Yeah.
Very, very unique guy. But I love that there's styles that sort of rise, that exist, that someone just sort of creates. They just realize, like, what do I have physically as as my tools, and how can I implement these tools in a way that's different than anything that these guys have seen before?
Yeah, because there was nothing like him.
No.
There was nothing.
But then you see guys that came up after him, guys like TJ Dillashaw, who was also awesome with footwork. And, you know, a lot of his footwork, guarantee, was inspired by watching Dominic. And a lot of these other guys that are these Corey Sandhagen guys that are constantly switching stances.
Corey, same thing.
The style developed out of that, because before Dominic Cruz, there really was no one who had footwork like that. Not even close.
Set out on your next adventure in a 2026 Kia Sportage from Kia of Grand Blanc. For a limited time, get lease payments of just $229 a month. Wherever the road takes you, Sportage offers the perfect blend of performance, capability, technology, and comfort. Click now to view our inventory.
Last week, Erica posted,
I had a dream about shopping for salt.
Riveting. At DreamCloud, we produce better dreams. So let's try this again.
And so when you see TJ, you know, like, who, in my opinion, was one of the greatest bantamweights of all time, like when he beat Renan Barão, like which was Renan Barão at the time was thought to be, if not the best pound for pound fighter in the world, at least number 2 behind Jose Aldo, and he was undefeated. And TJ just styled on him. I mean, and he went out there like he was sparring. It wasn't even like he was fighting for the world title. He went out there like super loose and focused and relaxed and just switching stances and cutting angles and hitting him with shots and moving to the left and hitting him with a head kick to the right. Like, fuck.
Yeah, he put on a show, that fight. It was crazy.
One of the greatest title-winning performances in the history of the sport, for sure.
I wish he didn't, you know, struggle with so many injuries.
Yeah.
And everything, because he was...
It's a tragedy.
He was phenomenal.
It is a tragedy. I mean, he has significant shoulder injuries, like to the point where I think he's going to have to get artificial shoulders.
Damn.
As he had no supraspinatus on both arms. It was just completely ripped off, and he would just like strengthen all the other muscles and just deal with it, and then it would just pop out. You know, when he fought Aljamain Sterling, he told the referee in the green room, he said, my shoulder's going to pop out, but it's okay. I'll put it back. Let me keep fighting. Imagine that. You're going to fight Aljamain Sterling for the world title, who's a beast and one of the best grapplers ever. And you're thinking, I have to deal with the fact that my shoulder is going to definitely get dislocated in this fight because it just doesn't stay.
Yeah.
It's just this loose fucking thing that just pops out all the time. And he's trying to fight. And just all will and discipline and intensity.
Wait, that was Dom's shoulder too, right? Towards the end?
Dom had a bunch of
he had the ACLs.
Yeah, he had ACLs. The shoulder was the last one. That was the last straw, his last shoulder surgery. Yeah, I mean, look, the human body is not designed to be punched and kicked and to be grappled and strangled and twisted and arm barred. It's like at a certain point in time, it just gives out.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yep.
And it sucks because, you know, some of these guys have so much more to give in their mind, and their body just fails them after a certain point in time. And you see that with some of these older guys. It's like they've just had a bunch of knee surgeries and maybe a back surgery and a this and that, and then they're a shadow of themselves inside the octagon.
Yeah. Sometimes it's sad to watch, you know, but I also understand the feeling of that's all you know and you just want to keep fighting.
Well, it's also they have this insane belief in themselves, and they always think that
it's what got them there also, you know?
That's how they became a champion in the first place. Like, people telling you, you'll never play the drums, you're never going to run, you're never going to... And you're like, I'll show you. And that's how they all are. They're all like, I'll show... And they're like, it's over, you got to hang it up, it's over, your time is gone. Like, no, I got one more in me.
Yeah.
I got 3 or 4 more fights in me. I'm going to fight until I'm 41 or whatever it is.
That would be so hard. I think of Dustin, and I think of, like, even his fight against Islam and his fight against... what's the French fighter?
Benoit Saint-Denis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog, I couldn't tell myself I need to hang up the gloves if I fought like that in those fights. He's a fucking beast.
Yeah,
you know?
he's a beast.
Like, Dustin, to me, isn't... He doesn't look like he's at the end of his career. He's still very competitive, and I think that was the best fight against Islam anyone's fought. You know,
it was a very good fight.
That was
he's
such a great
elite.
fight.
I mean, Dustin's an elite fighter.
So I could see being Dustin and struggling with like, this is hard for me to stop fighting because you're that fucking good.
Well, with Dustin, the physical issues aren't even really like joints and neck, and it's his head. He's had too many brain injuries, and he's got some sort of a separation between the two halves of his brain. There's like some issue with the center of his brain. I don't know.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, he's talked about it pretty openly. But I mean, you know, he had that incident where he got drunk and got crazy. But that's a lot of that is CTE, I guarantee. And you know, he's doing a lot of things to try to mitigate that, and he's seeking help. And really, there are some ways that you can recover, at least in some way, and improve on what you're doing. But I think for him, it's best to not be fighting anymore. You know, it's just at a certain point in time, you're only going to accumulate more damage, and then whatever you're dealing with now is just going to get worse, and then maybe you can't recover from it.
True.
And, you know, he's got a family, and he's in this situation where it's like, I want to be there for my family. I don't want to be this guy that's like completely compromised when I'm 50, 60 years old, and where I can't walk anymore. And someone's got to take me around and hold my hand.
Yeah,
because there are guys like that.
Battle
you know, especially like older boxers.
Man.
You run into some old boxers, and it's like, it's really sad, man.
Yeah.
You know, you see guys like Tommy Hearns talking, who's like not much older than me. And you see him talking and moving around, and you're like, fuck, like he paid a price.
Yeah.
These guys pay a price. It's a rough way to make a living.
Yeah, the fight game is crazy.
It's the craziest.
I'm happy my drums don't hit me back. Straight up, you know? I'm like...
Yeah. It's also, you can do what you do for a long time. I mean, you can play drums for a long time. When you're fighting, your peak is such a small window of life, and it's just, there's so much that you have to pour into it, and then eventually you have to realize that window's closed, and you have to move on. Even though you're still young, and you still have all this life, and look at a guy like Dustin, he looks fucking great. You know, he looks great, he sounds great when you're talking to him, he seems like he's all there. Physically, he looks like he's never been better, but the window's closed. You know, there's these young guys coming up, and they don't have the injuries that you have. They don't have the problems that you have. They don't have the wear and tear, and they're going to get to you before you get to them. And maybe they wouldn't have got to you 5 years ago or 6 years ago, but they can now. And it's just not there anymore. And it's hard for guys to accept because their entire identity is based on this one thing that's very fleeting.
So that's...
I run a podcast solo. No producer, no editor, no tech skills, just Riverside. I get high quality podcast recordings right from my room. And I'm not even using expensive equipment. Watch this. Riverside turns my recording into social clips automatically. It even creates thumbnails and writes the description, so I can post it fast without getting overwhelmed. If you want to start a podcast, this is the only tool you need. Try it for free today.
Think you know where Vol's going to go? Test your theories with backtesting. Pick from hundreds of symbols, any strategy you want, and all the data to trade smarter. Tweak the delta, dial in the DTE, and stack the legs. See what survives. Check out Tasty Trade today.
That would be the most difficult thing in the world. You know?
But the glory that they experience is above and beyond anything we're ever going to know.
I heard someone talking about it, and they were saying, imagine being a cage fighter, and it's all you've prepared for the last 20 years, to be locked in a cage in your underwear to scrap with someone and have the most grueling fight camps, and then we're just going to take you out of it, and you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, that's all you've known, you know? They experienced a different life than us, you know?
Their highs are way higher.
Yeah.
And
highest of highs, lowest of lows.
The rest of the life is kind of gray and dull in comparison to the bright lights. I mean, it's like Connor keeps trying to come back. It's like all these guys, it's like that thing. Like Connor's worth like $500 million. Like he doesn't have to do anything anymore if he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But he still has this thing inside of him where he wants to reclaim that lost glory.
Whatever the discipline that Khabib had, where he could just completely walked out on top, right?
Yeah.
Retired on top. That's beautiful. And if everyone could have the discipline to do it like that, you know.
Yeah, but that guy's
that's rare.
That guy's got Mount Everest discipline. It's like a different kind of discipline, and
that's why he's one of the greatest.
Yeah, one of the greatest of all time. And that's why, you know, what's interesting is he's stayed training. He's been training ever since he retired. And he says he's much better now than when he retired.
Wow, could you imagine?
Isn't that crazy? He says he watches his old fights and he sees mistakes that he made and how he would do it differently now.
Wow.
And how he does things differently in training now. And I know guys who train with him and they say he fucking mauls people. He's mauling these, like, top 10 UFC contenders. And he gets in with them. They can't hold on to him. He's an animal.
I believe it.
And he's not
even training
even thinking about fighting again. But he's an awesome coach now, too. And having a guy like that in your corner, imagine the inspiration that a young fighter gets having Khabib Nurmagomedov coach them. Like, you're being coached by one of the most ruthless, disciplined guy that's ever competed in the sport. Retired undefeated, one of the rare ones. And he's your coach, and you want to make him happy. You want to make him proud.
Yeah, having his guidance.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be in Islam's corner this weekend. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Dude, I can't wait.
It's going to be sick.
Can't wait.
That's a good fight. Very, very interesting fight, because Ian Machado Gary is a very difficult guy to get a hold of. Very tall and long.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck.
Good striker.
Very smart. Knows how to win. Knows how to adapt and change.
Islam's striking is fierce too, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot better than it used to be. And at, like, the same level as all the other guys in the sport, which is really crazy because his grappling is above and beyond. So it's like you're dealing with a guy who, there's no picnic on the feet. He'll fuck you up on the feet. I mean, he knocked out Volkanovski with a head kick. He's elite on the feet. And then when it comes to the ground, there's no one like him. There's no one like him in the division, in any division. He is a crusher. He just crushes people.
Yeah, he's nasty.
I mean, you think about how good Charles Oliveira is, one of the greatest submission artists of all time. Islam got him down to the ground and just smushed him. Just crushed him quickly. Just made him tap quick. It was
I thought
incredible.
that fight was going to be more competitive.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how good Islam is. You know, and he's also a guy that, like, you cannot train harder than him. It's not humanly possible. So he goes into every event knowing it is impossible for someone to train harder than him. It's impossible for someone to have tougher people in camp than he has. I mean, those guys out of Dagestan are on a completely different level. I mean, there is an entire room filled with absolute savages. And they're just getting after it every day, full discipline. No one drinks, no one parties, no one does everything. They pray 5 times a day. They're super religious, and they're just driven.
Yeah.
And, you know, he comes into that fight with that kind of confidence because of that. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
That main event is very tricky. because Ian can move, man. He's a really slick guy, really tall, and he's also very fast and long. So he's going to have a significant height and reach advantage. He's going to be moving all over the place, landing, and if Islam is not careful in how he engages, he could get caught. And you can only get caught by a guy like Ian a couple of times, or if at all, before you're in trouble. So it should be very interesting. Those are the kind of fights I love that are a puzzle.
Yeah, it's like styles make fights.
Oh,
With
yeah.
that one, that's like a great example.
Yes. And it's also, Ian has this insane confidence. He has this insane belief that he's special, that, this is his destiny. And that, it looks like that at every weigh-in. It looks like that at every stare down. It looks like that at every press conference. Like, this is his destiny. Yeah. He really believes that, which is another huge thing that a fighter has to have, like almost a delusional belief in themselves.
Yeah. I saw an interview where he actually said he believes in the balance with his family, with every part of his life, where most fighters will only focus on fighting during the 8 to 10 weeks they're fighting or they're training. And he's like, no, I actually need everything to be in order to make this one thing go great. So I believe in more balance than imbalance.
I think it
interesting.
Depends entirely on the person, and also depends entirely on what does your family look like. You know, what is the relationship with your wife and your children like? Is it harmonious? And is it do you get love from it and strength and inspiration? Or is there chaos? Is there like arguing all the time and bickering and pettiness and bullshit? And
like the Mark Kerr fight, the movie?
Mark Kerr, yeah,
Mark
the
Kerr
Smashing
fight?
Machine.
Oh my God, when she's fighting, when she's squabbling with him right before he goes out to fucking fight, I was like, I could feel for him.
Oh, dude, I've seen that before. I've seen that with multiple fighters. I know one guy who, during the night before the fight, his girlfriend at the time would always start fights with him, like huge fights, like because she didn't like that this one thing, fighting, was more important to him than her. She wanted to be the entire focus of his attention, and when there was this thing that was taking away, she was a complete narcissist. This thing that was taking away from his attention to her, she would sabotage it. So she would start fights. She would storm out of the hotel room, slam the door, and just be gone, shut her phone off. And here he is, freaking out. He's got to fight for the world title in, 20 hours.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with this nonsense.
It's the worst. I can't imagine.
Well, I think that's why some guys, they'd rather take that isolated approach. They would rather just do the Spartan thing and just be alone in camp and sleep on a cot and wake up in the morning and run and just live this like very hard 6 to 8 week life.
I feel that part. Like I can't even leading up to shows, I can't be too comfortable.
Really?
Oh no. Like I can't get a massage before I go play or be chilling in my hotel room. I need to be uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just, it's all I've known too, It's like that, I don't know, I came up like lugging my own gear around, setting up my drums, and then waiting for the show to start.
5 coders, ready to build more? Meet Base 44. Prompted. Foundation set. Structure's good to go. Now, build it up from there.
Parker's head is shiny.
And I can't just watch a movie before I play or wake up from a nap. It's just not in me. I'm up jump roping. I'm up like watching fights. I'm up going for a run, practicing, learning something new. That's the best headspace for me to be in.
Well, I would imagine with the difference between drumming and I think any other kind of musical instrument is that it's so physical. It's so physical that it's like a workout. Like you have to be in shape to drum. You have to.
Yeah,
like
I can't feel sluggish. Like
right.
I don't know. I'm a fucking weirdo though. I'm like worried about like what I eat. Like, do I have enough energy? Have I? You know what I mean? Yeah, and just jump roping.
Well, there's also
right before I play.
Dialing it in, right, and knowing what you need because of the experiences that you've had. You've had so many experiences, so many performances that you can just dial it in. I think that in that way it's very similar to fighting, is that every fighter has to have their own approach, and Ian's approach is to have his family with him all the time, and Islam Makhachev's approach is very different. It's like Spartan, all those guys together. You eat and train with the guys. Just separate yourself from everything.
Yeah, it's super personal.
Yeah, it's got to be personal because everybody's got everyone has a different personality, different mindset, different triggers, different things that fuck with them, different things that calm them down, you know?
Yeah. Also, I have all these weird whatever where I'm jump roping, running, practicing for hours before I go on stage, and then there's the times where I get thrown a curveball and I get to the venue 5 minutes before and I can go up and do it like no problem because I think I've done all this other preparation.
Right.
It's like I also know it works without it.
Yeah. Right. You're always ready. Stay ready so you're always ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
I live by that.
Yeah.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Well, fighters have that too because the fighters that get like really out of shape in between fights, they're the ones that really struggle. Because
like Patty.
Yeah.
Where you see him blow up like a week later, it's like it's not even the same person.
Patty, it's a little deceptive.
Really?
Patty gets fat, but he doesn't get out of shape. Patty's got incredible endurance and an insane work ethic, but he also really loves to live and live life. You know, so he'll have a few beers, eat some pizza, get fat, but he's still could go to the gym and probably outwork everybody. Like there's no way you're in the kind of shape that guy's in if you're not training all the time. So even when he gets fat, it's just eating. Yeah. He's just eating piles of food. I'm sure I'm sure when you see him with his big moon face, if he got to the gym and worked out, you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, still a beast.
Yeah, it's not like he's going to be exhausted and lying on his back after one round in the bag. No, it's only fat.
Yeah.
You know, and then he's got and then there's also this part of the discipline of the weight cut is like this locking in and focusing where you're measuring all your food and like there's a certain like shift in the mindset that takes place when he goes from being fat to ripped. And he goes from being fat to ripped.
Yeah.
I mean, he does it better than anybody because everyone looks at him like, oh, that guy's never going to make weight. And then he shows up at the weigh-ins shredded, chiseled.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think I see anyone with as big of a transformation.
No, his is beyond. And people love him for it, too. That's also part of the craziness of it. They celebrate it because it's so silly.
Yeah, he's so likable.
Yeah.
He's great.
So fucking skillful, too. What he did to Benoit Saint-Denis was nuts. That
his
choke
Gaethje fight was like...
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the best fights I've seen in person.
It was an awesome
I was
fight.
like, what the fuck just happened? You know?
Well, you see what Gaethje just did to Ilya Topuria, and now you realize how fucking tough Patty is.
Yeah.
Patty's tough. He's silly, and he's playful, and he's a lot of fun, and everybody loves him, and he's all likable, and he's dancing around. But when it gets down to it, that motherfucker is tough as nails.
Yeah. Scary how quick that was.
Yeah.
And Gaethje's just... Thank God for him.
Yeah.
Like, he's so... I was so happy.
Me too. It was incredible. And seeing him do that in the White House,
insane.
On the lawn of the White House, and win the world title when everybody thought he was like a 6-1 underdog on some sports books, which is nuts. I thought that was very disrespectful.
I loved his interview with you.
Was crazy. Yeah.
And when he was like, I couldn't let him fucking win just based on how bad he was going to disrespect me after he beat me. The shit he was going to say on the mic, whatever, I was like, nah, it wasn't going to happen. I love that. I love that.
Sometimes you fuck with a guy's head so much that you give him fuel to recover and survive when he might not be able to ordinarily. Mm-hmm. But the thing about Gaethje is he has zero quit in him. You can't get him to quit. He's never going to quit. It's like you could break his body down like Max Holloway did and knock him unconscious. And there's nothing you can do about that. You get knocked unconscious, you're knocked unconscious. It's just physical.
Yeah, I've never seen Gaethje like that. You know, in the Max fight, that was
no.
And I love Max, and that was like shocking.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. And then to have him go from that to become the world champion just a year and a half, 2 years later, whatever it was, is amazing.
Yeah, sick story.
Yeah. It's a great sport, man. I mean, there's nothing like it in terms of like the true intensity and the emotions and the excitement. There's nothing like it. I think the last time I saw you was at a UFC at the Apex. I think that's the last time we ran into each other.
And Ganwa and Stipe fought.
Was that what it was? Mm-hmm. Wow. Wasn't that crazy?
Oh, being in that small venue when that happened was like...
Small venue, no audience.
Quiet.
There was probably like maybe 50 people in the whole room, maybe 100 in the whole room.
You could hear a needle drop too when it happened. I think that's the first fight I took my wife to, and she was like, "What?" Like, yeah. Oh,
that was a devastating fight too. And there was also, you have a heavyweight fight in the small octagon. So the Apex, for people that don't know, has an octagon that I think is 30 or 40% smaller.
Damn, is it that much smaller?
Yeah, how much smaller is, let's put that into perplexity, ask it. How much smaller is the UFC Apex octagon versus the regular octagon that they use in arenas?
And you're trapped in there with Francis?
Exactly. And also Francis looking for revenge.
Yeah.
Because this is Stipe beat Francis in his first loss. Okay. 30% less space. That's a lot, man. 30% is crazy. So you can see the images there. When you see the Apex next to the big one, the pay-per-view one, like that is a lot of space. And you're just stuffed in there with a guy who is one of the absolute scariest fucking guys that's ever lived. And you can't move. You know, there's not a lot of movement. A lot of people like that because it's kind of, forces action. But I think the space provides more of a canvas, no pun intended, for them to paint their masterpiece. You got to be able to have angles to get out. And if you're just constrained by an object, which is a fence, when maybe if that object wasn't there, you could move to the side, move in, and counter. Think like when Sugar Sean O'Malley knocked out Aljamain Sterling, and Aljamain is pressing forward. Now, if the cage was closer, he wouldn't have been able to move back as far. It cuts off a lot of the possibilities.
Yeah.
Cuts off a lot of things.
That was another shocker, right?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
When Sean did that at the White House and saluted when he knocked out that guy,
and the walk-off?
And then saluted.
Hard. So hard.
And he said he envisioned it, which is even cooler. Like he saw it in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was going to do.
Yeah, that was great. He had actually, we were texting back and forth. He's like, I need to knock him out. And I was like, when it happened, I was like, oh, that's just like right off into the sunset,
Well, in his position, he really needed something special because Merab versus Petr Yan wasn't formally announced yet, and it was thought like maybe if Sean had a spectacular event, he could get the next shot at the title because he has a victor over Petr Yan. That didn't come to be. So now Petr Yan and Merab are having a rematch, and after that rematch, if I had to guess, it's most likely going to be Sean fighting for the title again.
And he has that win over Peter, so that's exciting, right?
But he doesn't have a win over Merab. So if Merab wins the title again, he's going to be like, fuck!
Yeah, it's like you said, styles make fights. That's
I mean, it doesn't mean that he can't beat Merab. I mean, I think Sean could beat anybody, but it's just he's got to figure out whatever it is that he needs to figure out to solve that puzzle that is that little Georgian Tasmanian devil that never gets tired.
Yeah, he's like the Energizer rabbit, like just keeps going.
Dude, have you ever seen what Merab's face looks like when they did like an X-ray of his face, an MRI, with his broken nose?
No.
It might be the most insane broken nose I've ever seen in my life.
And didn't he say he's not going to get it fixed?
He's not going to get it fixed because then he'll have to take a year off of fighting. Not only a year off of fighting, I don't think he can even spar for a long time. So he can't. That's what his nose looks like.
Whoa. Yo, it looks like, do you know who Pusshead is?
No.
Okay, Pusshead's the illest artist ever. He did like Misfits. He did like Metallica stuff. He did these skulls. Tell me that doesn't look like, that looks like Merab's face. The top right there. So he's the illest. He did like Zorlak skateboarding, did a bunch of Thrasher stuff.
Yeah.
That's, dude.
Exactly.
Merab's got to do a skull t-shirt or some kind of merch with that.
Dude, look at, he totally should. That should be his like logo. Look at that nose, man. Look at the break of the bone, how hard it's turned towards his right eye. I mean, it's really insane. I mean, he must not have any ability to get oxygen out of that nose.
Yeah.
His cardio must be all mouth breathing. which is even more insane when you think about how much endurance that guy has.
Yeah.
Look at his nose. I mean, it's crazy. The twist in that thing is fucking insane. I mean, it's like it covers part of his vision.
Yeah. I feel like he's been out, 6-7 months now?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he fought again. I mean, but it was because he lost the title to Piotr, and now they're going to have a rematch.
And what, he had defended the belt 3 times in that year, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I think
a
it was
lot.
3 times. Yeah, well, it was definitely a strength of schedule was tough because, you know, you're going through these camps, you have these brutal weight cuts. It's like your body gets worn out. And but then there's also Piotr Jan, who had fought Merab before and lost to him and realized what was necessary to beat the guy and fought a perfect fight.
Yeah, that performance was amazing.
Jan is a fucking assassin too, man. He's a scary guy. He's a ruthless, mean, technical, vicious guy. And now he already knows that he can beat Merab, so it's going to be interesting to see like who makes the adjustments in the rematch. When is that happening? Is that scheduled? The Merab fight? I think it is. I don't know when it is, but I'm 90% sure that they've scheduled that fight. That might be Salt Lake City. Is that the Salt Lake City fight? I don't know, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great time for the sport. I mean, the sport is it's on fire right now.
Technically says TBD.
TBD, but it is announced.
No, I mean no. The Salt Lake City has a TBD for that.
Oh, but if you look up Merab versus Piotr Jan 2, does it say where it's happening?
Usually it says his next fight on the thing I'm looking at. It doesn't have anything popping up.
I'm pretty sure they've announced that that's happening.
LA card, it looks crazy.
Yeah, you going?
Yeah, I think so.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
Are you touring right now at all? Like, what's going on?
No, I'm just in the studio this year.
Oh, okay.
Just finished
That's nice.
writing and producing a few albums, and then was finishing this doc.
So what is the LA card right now? It's Pantoja versus Joshua Van.
Yeah, I'm seeing a post that says it's reported to happen in Abu Dhabi in October.
Oh, the rematch with Piotr Jan and Merab?
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. That'd be a good one for Abu Dhabi. Yeah. Yeah, the LA card's going to be sick. So it's Arman Sarukian versus Mauricio Hufi. That's going to be insane.
Moicano versus Ortega.
That's this weekend, Jamie.
Oh, sorry. Which one did you want?
The LA card.
Oh, my bad.
No worries. That's it. Yeah, so the rematch between Joshua Van and
Dude,
Pantoja.
I can't wait to see what happens in that.
Yeah, man, that Pantoja arm break was such a bummer.
Yeah.
To have him fall back like that. Yeah, Moicano versus Brian Ortega. Yeah, it should be fun. Gable Stevenson's again.
Cheeto.
Yeah. Against Charles Jourdain. Yeah, should be fun. LA crowds are always fun too, because UFC doesn't get to LA very often. It's always pretty hyped up.
Yeah, I'm excited when it comes to LA. I love Vegas, but something about LA, you know?
You still like living there?
Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I mean,
do you feel any difference over the last 5 years, 6 years since the pandemic?
Yeah. I mean, for me, my goal is to not drive past DeSoto. That's the goal. That's like my living is wake up with my wife and my kids, go to the studio, come back. Well, I just bought a garage where I keep all my cars. So some days I'll leave my house. It's a 3-mile run. I'll run to my garage, pick up one of my old school cars, drive to the studio, then drive back home. That's the perfect day.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't drive past DeSoto.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could do that and avoid the real chaos that's the center of the hive of LA.
Yeah. Once in a while I'll get out if it's like, someone's a show or something that, me and the wife want to do, or me and the kids. But other than that, studio, home, train.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a better life.
Yeah.
I have friends that live in the heart of it, like in West Hollywood. I'm like, what is it like? And they're like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's just...
Yeah, I couldn't do it. The days I'm in the city, I have a bunch of stuff I'll hit, you know, like I'll go to Crossroads, I'll go do whatever, but it's rare.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about getting out?
I don't know if I could do it yet. I think, like, for what I do, you know, besides, like, playing in Blink or touring when I'm home.
Everyone keeps asking me how I do my podcast alone. The answer, Riverside. I get high quality podcast recordings right from my room. And I'm not even using expensive equipment. Watch this. Riverside turns my recording into social clips automatically. It even creates thumbnails and writes the description, so I can post it fast without getting overwhelmed. If you want to start a podcast, this is the only tool you need. Try it for free today.
I'll get a call and they'll say, hey, can we come by the studio? I want to make this with you. I want you to play drums on this. I'll see Game walking in my neighborhood. Trav, I need you on this record, blah, blah, blah. There's so much that happens right there for me. I think there'll come a time where I don't need to be there. But right now, I feel like I'm in demand and I'm playing on a bunch of stuff and I'm recording a bunch of stuff. So it makes sense for me.
Do you ever have some thought about, like, living in the country and retiring somewhere and just, like, laying back?
Yeah, we were on tour and there was a huge storm in Nashville area. So we were in Franklin for a few days, Franklin, Tennessee, and we immediately started looking at houses. We're like, we gotta go here. But we kind of do that everywhere we go. You know, you travel, you go on vacation, you're like, we want to live here, we want to get a spot here. But I do love Southern California. We have a spot up north, like in Santa Barbara. I love Santa Barbara as well. I love the desert.
Santa Barbara's awesome.
I feel like moving around in Southern California keeps things fresh. Like going to the desert for a week or a few days, going to Santa Barbara, and then during the week staying in Calabasas or like Los Angeles and, you know, working out of there.
The Montecito area is insane.
Yeah, Montecito's
so
amazing.
Gorgeous.
And I also feel like the desert, like Coachella out there is, you feel like you're in a different world. You feel much further away from LA and all the chaos than you are.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, how many people have gone out to the desert just to try to find themselves?
Yeah, true.
It's a very unique environment out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that they decided to put music festivals out there.
I know. It's wild. You know, one of my best friends, when I left home at around like 16, 17, my dad had given me a couple options to, he said, join the military like me, start paying rent, or take off. So I took off, right? Was a trash man in Laguna Beach for a while. Then I moved to Riverside and I lived with my friend Bill Fold. He had this promoting company called 98 Posse, and he would do everything from raves to punk rock shows, hardcore shows, anything. And he ended up starting Coachella. And he was obsessed, like what we talked about earlier. He was one of those people that were obsessed, and I watched him build this amazing festival, and yeah, he's just pretty awesome. But the city of Coachella it's crickets all the rest of the year. There's nothing. It gets so hot, it's 115. Most businesses close down halfway, through the day. They're open for the morning. And then when Coachella happens, the city thrives, and it's just, chaos.
Are they happy with that? That seems like there's probably a lot of conflicted people.
I don't know. I don't own a business out there, but I bet for everyone that's struggling when it's 115, 120, and no one's coming out of the house.
Right.
I feel like they're almost like Coachella saves them. Like the festival saves everybody.
Oh, definitely. Just the volume of people in the town.
The volume of people that comes through, I think, saves all the businesses.
For sure, if you have a business.
When we're out there and it's not like the season or whatever they call it, and it's considered too hot, most businesses are open from 9 to 1 p.m.
That drive out to the desert, though, is like, ugh. Like, you better make sure your air conditioning works.
Yep.
And no old school cars. Don't be taking none of your old school cars on that trip.
Well, the only thing I've driven from L.A. to La Quinta out there is, have you ever heard of Velocity?
Yeah.
I got a K5 from them.
Oh, nice.
You could drive that out there, but
Tom
nothing.
Segura has one of those.
Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah, he got one of their Blazers.
They make such a great K5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he loves
So
his.
good.
Yeah, they do.
I think I've seen
stuff.
his.
Yeah,
it's all black. Oh, it's brown.
It's brown.
I'm colorblind.
Are you really?
I'm fucking severely colorblind.
Wow.
I have to ask my 2.5-year-old son what color things are sometimes. That's how bad it is. Like, I'll be like, "What color is your favorite?" And then he'll tell me what colors
There's
they
Tom's.
are.
Does that look black to you?
Kinda. Yeah. That really looks black to me.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty dark.
Okay.
That's in the shadows. That's like back.
I have
that's what it looks like.
I have an all black one.
What a sick looking truck.
So a lot of people build these K5s and they do resto mods, but they're either overbuilt and they don't drive great, or it's like it's either overbuilt or it doesn't run great, or they do too much. Like, this isn't overdone.
Right.
They make the perfect resto mod.
It's reliable.
Yeah, it's reliable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's mine.
Oh, nice. Oh, you got it very old school looking. I love it.
Yeah, I wanted it to look almost like bone stock.
It
you know?
does.
I have a couple K5s, but this is the Velocity one. I have a OG orange one with plaid interior that's 72, that still has the old school engine in it and everything.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And it just stays in Palm Springs, and that's where we drive that one.
Does it have the old school brakes too?
Nah.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's it right there.
Oh, nice.
But see how it looks like it shouldn't leave Palm
Yeah.
Springs. It's, my wife drives it a lot.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, K5s are dope. I have a 72 Bronco from Icon.
Sick. Icon was great.
Yeah.
They made a Blazer.
Yeah, they did.
I almost bought it. It was so good, and he's so cool. Is it John?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he kind of set it all off.
Jonathan Ward. Yeah.
Oh, that's the
look at
one.
that.
Okay, so I built that with Delmo and a couple people around LA. I just took it from shop to shop. This was my version of a Velocity. But
Dude, that thing's sick.
It didn't drive as good as a Velocity restoration.
Well, it's also, you're so lifted.
Yeah.
Like, the handling on the thing must be rough. Like, going around corners and shit.
It was really cool. I was really proud of it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's very cool looking. There's something about that iconic design. There's something with the way those things look. Like, look at that. God, that looks awesome.
I just remember as a kid seeing topless Chevy trucks. Like, I was like, what? It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah. It is, there's a weird thing about old school cars. They spark something in you.
Yeah.
They're more excited. Like, I like new cars. I love new cars. They're cool. But they don't have the same feeling. There's something about those old schools that's just like, it's mechanical. Like, you're connected to it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for old Chevys and Cadillacs, and I have a bunch. That's like...
How many cars do you have now?
I think I have...
The agency playbook is gone. Write your own rules with Base 44. The expectation shifted. Clients want more, faster, and they're not compromising. The agencies that keep up are the ones rebuilding how they work. Here's how it looks. A client asks for a landing page. You hand back the landing page, plus a CRM dashboard, workflow automation, an in-app agent. Every brief becomes an offer they didn't know to ask for. And the clients are only half of it. You're also building your own operation. Client onboarding, project templates. You build it once, and the whole system runs tight. Each build hands you a head start on the next, and a super agent that handles the back and forth. It's another member on your team, proactive, already on it, chasing the feedback, sending the updates, booking the next call. A 6-week project done in 6 days, taking on briefs you used to pass on. Same team, bigger output. That's Base 44.
So it alerts me when it detects any malware?
Yep.
Huh. What kind of alert?
Malwarebytes
is safer than this.
I have a lot of old school Impalas. I love
Really?
old school Impalas.
Like 65s?
I have a 59.
Oh, whoa.
Impala.
Real old school.
Yeah, I have a 62 wagon Impala, 63 convertible Impala, 60 Cadillac GNX.
Bro, 60 Cadillacs are wild looking.
It's so.
Do you have a picture of that thing?
I think it might be on the interweb somewhere.
1960 Cadillacs were crazy.
Oh, that's my old 1960 Caddy. I used to have that one.
Wow, look at that thing. That is wild. Good luck parking that
Yeah,
anywhere.
nothing feels like that when you drive those cars.
Oh, I'd imagine. It's a boat. That feels like you're in the middle of the Queen Mary.
Yeah.
Look how
That was
sick
my
those
53.
Are. That's yours, the far right?
These are all my cars in my collection from at some point in my life. Yeah.
So you're an old soul, dude.
I am.
There must be. There's something about you that connects with these things.
Yeah. Old cars move. I don't know. I like the smell of them. I like everything.
They're just hard to maintain. You gotta have a really good mechanic.
It's hard. You know what kind of feels old school that I got recently but that's new is the Chevy Fox truck.
What is that?
That thing's a fucking beast. See if you can pull it up. It's the Fox Chevy Silverado.
Is this a new car that's come out recently?
It's Chevy's answer to the Raptor or the TRX. That's mine right there.
Whoa.
So they usually have orange accents, but I did all mine matte black. So it's just, I think it has 600 or 700 horsepower. It has like Baja suspension. You could drive it anywhere.
Oh, so it's just like a Raptor.
Yeah.
Why do I not know about this? That's crazy. The Fox Factory Silverado.
That's my daily.
Fox Shocks. That's
Yeah.
what it is. So Fox Shocks did a collaboration with them.
Yeah, the guts, like you could literally jump this truck wherever the fuck you want, you know?
So that's your daily driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Raptor.
I love the Raptors too.
I have a Hennessy Raptor R.
Oh, those are hard.
Yeah, it's fun. That's a beautiful truck.
Yeah, thank you.
There's something about those kind of trucks too that's exciting. 1,000 horsepower trucks, ridiculous. It's like, how do they look at that thing flying through the air? That's so crazy. Do you ever take it on the dunes?
I haven't yet. When I bought it, they came out to the desert and brought a couple, and we just whipped them around the desert. And we're supposed to plan a day where we go out and jump and do everything. And they're like, we'll even let you use one of our trucks so we don't fuck up yours. So I was like,
oh, that's nice.
Appreciate that. Yeah, because it is all carbon fiber fenders. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they stretched it out and widened the wheelbase and everything. Yeah,
and you can't even buy them in the States. Like you have to. In California, you have to. I had to ship it from Vegas because of all of the extras because it's supercharged.
So California won't let you buy it? Oh,
I had to go through this process of pretending I bought it somewhere else.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
What a goofy fucking state.
But I'm super happy with it. It's cool.
We are doing another studio, and we're going to do a studio at the Circuit of the Americas racetrack. And so...
Like this?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. At that place, that racetrack.
Sick.
So, which is in Austin. And so what we're going to do is have it set up where you're going to be able to go around the track. We'll do some laps and then pull in and then have a podcast.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which would be great because I feel like for your mind will be so jazzed up after you do a bunch of laps on a racetrack that you'll come in, you'll be like, ah!
Oh, ready to go for sure.
It'll be really fun.
Because I bet some people rile themselves up like to come up in here and get really nervous or like, I don't know.
Yeah, some people do.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you've done it a bunch. You and I have talked and hung out before, so it's like it's easy.
Yeah.
But for some people, it's like doing anything that's got a lot of views gets them weirded out. It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah,